Welcome back to the channel. Today we review the Monday Night War edition Kane Build-A-Figure series. And in this series, I'll read more on the back here in a minute, but in the series it includes Hack, aka Sandman, British Bulldog, and Booker T from the WCW days, and of course Kane from Monday Night Raw back in the late 90s. And as always, we'll review it, we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about it again. Join me, will you? So I was grabbing my knife there that I thought was in one spot, and it wasn't. I apologize for taking the weekend off there with videos. This was a little hectic scheduling wise, so it got away from me, but I'm back this week with a lot of videos, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I do support the support of the channel. That's what I wanted to say. Sounds about right. I do appreciate the support of the channel. I think that's what I meant to say. And as always, like this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, we're going to dive into the Kane figure. And as you can see, he comes with the Build-A-Figure head, a couple extra hands, and the figure himself. And as always, he's in that plastic prison that Mattel likes to do. So we're going to get him out of there. This is my first Kane figure ever, believe it or not. For somebody that grew up in 90s wrestling and had family that worked at Toys R Us, I somehow never ended up with a Kane figure. Or a Undertaker figure from that era, now that I think about it. Very strange, but we're making that change today with our first Kane Elite figure. Actually, I take that back. This is my... this is my first legit Kane figure. I do have the Undertaker dressed as Kane. I only got one of those, so no unboxing on that one. And they did really good. That was a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. So it was really cool to see. Apologize if my voice is a little raspy. I don't know why it's so raspy, to tell you the truth. Hopefully it's coming over well on the mic. I believe that's it. Yep, he's free and easy. Now we gotta get the hands out. We got the Build-A-Figure head. This is from the oddities. Golga, I think is how you pronounce that. As you see there, it's from the oddities. Very rare, cool figure, so that's why I wanted to collect it all and build them. And as always, Kane himself comes with extra hands, gripping hand for weapons or mics, and another gloved gripping hand. And here's the man himself. And that traditional Kane gear with a little twist, with a little see-through flames, I guess you would call it. And as always, he does have that normal Elite articulation, ab crunch, arms fully rotate, bend, you know, the whole 9 yards here, as we always like to see. It's that buttery smooth transition. He does 360 in his head. Does his head pop off? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So you can switch it out with that Undertaker head and put this one on that Undertaker head and Undertaker on this body if you wanted to. Does snap on there nice and easy. Does have a little bit of spring back in his legs here. Or maybe it's just stiff from packaging. But he does bend. He does have that articulation like we love to see. He does bend. His legs do not want to go up very easy. Stiff, yep. See, it's got that spring back. We finally got one with that spring back. And he does fit on a Elite ringside collectible stand. I do not have one by me currently, but I did finally get that package in. So yes, we will have those in future videos. And as you guys can see, that's a pretty good likeness of Kane. I'm trying not to bleed his face out there. There we go. Pretty good likeness of Kane for the time. Everything is okay. His studs there on his outfit are kind of molded on there. His belt is painted on. His armband is molded on. And it appears this one over here is loose for whatever reason. Yeah, it's loose. It's interesting. All in all, pretty awesome Kane figure. Excited to have my first Kane figure. I'm sure it's many more to come in different variations of his career. Let me get them all correct standing there. This appears to be a taller figure again. I don't have another Elite figure next to me to compare him, but he does seem to be a little bit taller than the other ones. And on the back here, I'll read this off to you guys, the old tail of the tape and the little bio. Kane, from parts unknown, the kayfabe brother of The Undertaker. Still to this day, it ranks as the best storyline in WWE history of the introduction of Kane and the whole Undertaker storyline that involves Kane. Beautifully done, beautiful long-term storytelling, and what was supposed to be a couple-month thing, because Undertaker was on back then to fight all the big guys, and what was supposed to be a couple months thing, it turned into a 20-plus year storyline with Undertaker and Kane that weaved in and out through the years. Beautifully done. I would say right next up with that would be the Bloodline storyline. That is by far the most modern day best storyline there is, bar none. I mean, you had Roman Reigns as champion for, what was it, almost 1,300 days as champion in today's era, where a fan base is not as drawing a blank here, guys. Help me out in the comments below. Not as, their attention span is short compared to those back in the 80s and 70s and 90s. Last time we saw a championship reign this long was Hogan. I think Roman Reigns stopped the reign right before Hogan. So it's like Roman Reigns, Hulk Hogan, Bob Backlund, and Bruno Sammartino, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments below if I am. Yeah, so with that being said, the Kane Undertaker story was one of the best stories of the 90s and modern wrestling, as I could talk here. Anyways, the tail of the tape, as I said, was from parts unknown. He stands at 6 foot. 6 foot tall. I can't, my mind's gone blank, guys. Jesus. Weight, 323 pounds. Finishing move, that dreadful tombstone that we all come to love and maybe come to hate at the same time. This particular action figure is from the Raw June 26, 2000 edition. It was a slobber knocker when the Big Red Machine and Undertaker utterly destroyed the World Tag Team Champions Edge and Christian. Career highlights: WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, and multiple time Tag Team Champion. And I'll have a close-up of the back, as always. Nice, and I should be on the hunt for these three today. My local Walmart stocked the WrestleMania shipper early, I guess, because at least the other one right by me does not have it out yet. I'm gonna check some other close by ones today, so stay tuned for that. And that pretty much wraps up today's video on the unboxing and review of the Kane figure. Like I said, I do think this is a very well done Kane. His likeness is right there with the time, so it's very cool to see. And I do like the little attention to detail that they did with the flames. The only thing that I wish they would have done upon looking at it, instead of just painting it on there and having this weird crease that he never had for whatever reason. Unless he has it on this one. Yeah, he doesn't even have it in the picture. But I wish they would have done a design to make that look more like that hose net type material, I guess I'm going to call it. That see-through like material with the netting. That's the only thing that I wish they would have done. And as for tomorrow's video, I did end up picking up on clearance a 3-pack of the Roman Reigns family Legacy 3-pack from Walmart that was on clearance, and now I have one that's boxed and one that we can unbox on the channel. So that will be tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. And as always, like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more pop culture madness here on the Dark Rope Collective YouTube page.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got